Over the past 10 years, what the hell have I been doing in this place? When a person is summoned to some fantasy world, they are supposed to save the world they arrive in. It's clear that all the comics and novels say so, right? But how the hell did someone like me who was living peacefully on Earth, living a normal life, enjoying manga and anime like everyone else, get dragged to this world and be treated like a pathetic loser? You also see that this is so wrong, don't you? Kang Han-soo was now sitting listlessly hating life beyond compare. Just a moment ago you were rambling on, and now, well, if there's anyone to blame, blame the fate that turns men into demons. The time to face the Demon King has finally come. Let's get this over with and go home. A fantasy world ruled by the strong, a paradise of slaughter. I a hero chosen by the gods, and a representative of justice. But I'm not particularly fond of this title. It's just that the people of this world summoned me and called me that. They said I am the hero of legend and the one who will save humanity from the cruel Demon King. So you have finally arrived, hero. Are you the Demon King? Yes, I am the source of all evil, and I am the one who will plunge this continent into darkness. I am the Demon King Padaner. Hearing that grand introduction, I know you're the real deal. The goal I have strived for over the last 10 years, to get a ticket back to Earth. Muahahaha. Those eyes that yearn for victory are making me itch for a fight. Very well, I accept the declaration of war from you humans. Wait, I have something to ask you before we begin. Why do you just stand and watch every time your underlings die for the past 10 years? Just watch, you're starting to annoy me. I've always sent stronger minions to get revenge on you, haven't I? And when they died, I sent even stronger ones. They died again. Hero, after surviving all those times thanks to luck, are you feeling disappointed now? If you had acted yourself from the beginning, I wouldn't have survived. How could I have dragged my butt all the way here, and each time I grew stronger? Honestly, you're my biggest sponsor. Enough, stop with the meaningless words. Hey, it's not meaningless at all. Do you know anything about my demon race? If not, then shut your mouth. Looks like talking isn't working out, huh? It seems my question from the past 10 years will never be answered. But whatever at this point, it doesn't matter anymore. I will definitely get out of this rotten world and return to being a normal citizen on Earth. As he said that, Kang Han-soo charged straight at the Demon King. I don't need any dirty tricks or cheating. My 10 years of hard training weren't just for show. Cough cough, hero. Could it be that the strength you possess now comes from the anger of losing your comrades? No, it's the result of hard training. Is that so? That last battle was truly memorable. After saying that the Demon King kicked the bucket, the game isn't this easy, right, guys? It's over. Hey, according to the script, it should be, now I'll fight for real, right? Ha 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 ha. Oh, great God, I have killed the Demon King. Now I can return to Earth, right? The ones who arranged this combat test with the Demon King. Arguing with them is just a waste of time. When I return to Earth, I'll be a filial son to my parents. I'll spend time dating, playing games, eating, sleeping, and even participating in the Olympics. And most importantly, modern toilets. As he was daydreaming, a voice spoke up. Hero Nim, are you satisfied with your adventure? A mysterious woman appeared. Who are you? Could it be a hidden boss? No, I am the one who has been watching you for the past 10 years. From your perspective, perhaps I am a god of this world. So that's it. The path to becoming a hero is difficult, isn't it? But for someone who didn't lose their dreams and hope and the trust of those who wholeheartedly supported you from the rear, you also learned friendship and love from them. After all this time, you and your companions have defeated the Demon King. Congratulations. Now let's take a look at the report card, shall we? Report card. Wait, what report card? Are you talking about? Please look at the report card carefully. Kang Han-soo, hero. Combat power, S achievements, A. Reputation, D+, character, F comment. Why did you kill your trustworthy companions? Oh my God, hearing that gives me chills. The main character is too cruel. Han-soo now thought of those so-called companions. G is dead, R is dead, H is dead. The B-line is dead. Yes. Before defeating the Demon King Padaner, my annoying companions were obstacles, so I ambushed and killed them all. Damn it, trustworthy my ass. Over the past 10 years, if I made a list of the injustices I faced just because of them, it would surely never end. Every day they ordered and forced me to do as they said. And training was just an excuse to use me as a punching bag. All inhumane acts. And one time that bee chick carelessly exposed herself in front of me. yet she blamed me and chased me around the room with a sword. In short, it was just well-deserved revenge. You have failed. With great power comes great responsibility. But because you displayed a character unworthy of the power you possess. Therefore, for the sake of world peace, I will send you back to the first day of the test. Kangsu was very displeased at this moment. Benefit test. What the hell are you talking about? Even if you are a god, you can't do this. No way I'm going through that again. Living in this damn world that doesn't even have a self-flushing toilet. Hey, will the companions I killed come back to life too? Just thinking about it gives me goosebumps. After saying that Kangsu was sent back to the first day, I hope you will improve. Good luck. An instructor has been appointed, and so Kangsu's title as the trash hero emerged from here. The first day of summoning. Oh my god, she really did it. In some classroom, sigh, I wish I could be summoned to some world so I wouldn't have to study anymore. That would be awesome. I want to save the princess from the Demon King's clutches, marry her and live happily ever after. Just the princess. I'd rather travel the world with beautiful girls than be tied down in one place. Travel. Such a noob. Why not just conquer that world? Just build a few nuclear bombs, drop them, and it'll be all good. A guy like you who only got 30 in science wants to build bombs. Since it's a fantasy world, why not use magic? 10 magic circles are enough to wipe everything out in one go? Haha, magic sounds like something for weirdos. I've reconsidered martial arts are the strongest. Kang Han Su. What do you think? What I want to do in a fantasy world. 10 years ago, this was the last conversation I had with my friends before I was summoned. Back to the present. Right now, Hansu has just been summoned back to the beginning. It's this very place. This isn't time travel. It's a glowing circle that kidnaps heroes. After returning, my body has also changed. Kangsu is patting himself down, checking if anything is left. I've been sent back to the beginning with no equipment or items, and the only thing I have is the memory of the past 10 years. You have failed. Don't mess with me. 650 days, 600 hours, 10 years. Exactly 10 years, no more, no less. That much time is enough for a couple to get married, have children, and see their kids finish first grade. And if there was a high school student, that's enough time to graduate from university. Meanwhile, I had to suffer every day trying to find a way back to my old world. On top of that, I was tormented by my damn companions. Welcome, Hero Nim.
La Nouvelle.
If I remember correctly, the first time I was brought here, she was the one who initiated the conversation. Have you regained your senses? Before she could finish her sentence, Hansu quickly replied, Not yet. Oh, is that so? And the sages and summoners are the ones who brought me to this place. It seems you're still experiencing some side effects from the summoning. I hope you'll stabilize soon. This place is Fantasia, a world completely different from where you were born and raised. Now let me summarize it like this. 1. The Demon King. Pedona has awakened. 2. Natural disasters are threatening humanity. 3. Hero Nim has been summoned. 4. Please save this world. Is that right? Wonderful, a perfect summary. Of course it is because I'm the one who experienced it and saw it to the very end. Oh my, it seems I haven't introduced myself yet. I am La Nouvelle, a sage who possesses the power of prophecy, and also the one who, following ancient legends, summoned you here. And La Nouvelle also means truth in the ancient language. It's been 10 years, she's still as cute as ever. And my past self, who was still in puberty, was completely infatuated by her appearance. Don't smile like that, it's turning me on. Yes, and don't act all cute either. Someone living peacefully is kidnapped and forced to do others' bidding. Do you find this amusing? If you're always smiling like that when you look at me to insult me, then you're losing the meaning of your name because of what you just did. I'm truly sorry, now your expression is more interesting. Hero Nim, His Majesty the Emperor is waiting for an audience with you. Well, I'm waiting for him too. Is something surprising? Well, think about it. How many heroes in this world can slay the Demon King? Only you, sir. That's right. There is only one person, and that is me. If I weren't here, this world would come to an end. Do you understand now? If he wants to see me, tell him to hurry up, because I'm running out of patience. If you have any objections, go kill the Demon King yourself, okay? Why are you still standing there? Time is gold and silver. I will go inform His Majesty. How about that? That damn criticism, they can't even refuse me. You should be more humble, Hero Nim. Someone once said, no matter how humble you are, it's never enough. A little bit of pride is already too much. The more mature you are, the more humble you become, and those who know humility will become more mature. Doing something and making it a habit will help you find your new self. What's this? Is space being warped? Also, have I met her in the previous summoning? Who are you? I am a special instructor. I was appointed here because of your F grade in character. I will do my best to help you become a valiant hero, and at the same time, guide your character back onto the right path. Oh my God, a psychology professor is lecturing me in a fantasy world. It's normal for a hero who completed the test without knowing about the existence of a special instructor to be surprised. Even when they fail, most of them retake the test in silence, and the number of times people like me have to show up can be counted on one hand, so I'm one of those few. So they sent a special instructor to interfere with my life. Starting over was already unfair, and now there's another obstacle like this. Why I defeated the Demon King under the title of hero, didn't I? A perfect conquest, and I left no trouble behind. That's where the problem lies. You, a person who intentionally repeats many mistakes. You should have been defeated by the Demon King, but you beat him too easily. Failure is the mother of success, but since you've never failed, there's nothing for you to learn from. What the hell? What's this nonsense? So to put it bluntly, it's because I haven't learned any lessons for myself. Right. That's right. A good person is like a stream of water, because water is gentle and helps many things around it. So I really look forward to you becoming a vast ocean that cares for its comrades. Today's lesson ends here. I will return at this time tomorrow. Remember to work hard. After her nonsensical lecture, she disappeared again. Damn it. It'd be easier to go grab the Demon King by the neck than to do this. Companions, just thinking about them gives me a headache. Hero Nim, does your head hurt? Why are you pulling your hair and ears like that? Because the summoning has never been tested before, there might be some side effects. If anything is wrong, just tell me. Even if I tell you, it won't solve anything. Hero Training Organization, do such people really exist? I feel like a student locked in solitary confinement forced to study all day, kidnapping normal people and raising them to be heroes. What's the purpose of this? Although right now they don't have any ill intentions towards me, I'm sure they could kill me anytime they want. If that's true, this is going to be tough. For now, I'll just cooperate until I find a way to turn the tables. The bad feeling I just had for this girl has also vanished. Anyway, this is a fateful encounter with her, so I'll just let it slide. La Nouvelle, take me to see the king. Ah, yes. First, this will be a battle to gain the upper hand with the king. I'm not a resident here, so why the hell should I listen to the people who kidnapped me? I will fight for my own rights. I think so, but if this kingdom falls, I won't be able to go home either. So I'll find a way to form a connection with the old king and his inner circle. How about a relationship similar to a boss and an employee, Hero Nim? I hope you will be careful with your words in front of His Majesty. What's this? It was only for a moment, but I still felt it. What? What are you going to do to me by glaring? I'm humanity's only hope, you know. Even if I'm wrong, what are you going to do, oh ho, hero very spirited? This voice? It can't be. If you're itching for a beating, let me help you. The man rushed to attack Hansu, but he still dodged fatally. Why is this bastard here? This didn't happen before, did it? But with this weak body, how the hell can I fight him, Sir Alex? Are you trying to kill the hero captain of the Royal Knights? Alex, ha ha ha, it's just a basic test. It's a test and that guy didn't die, did he? I don't like this at all. These barbarians kidnap innocent people and use violence on them, and the hero is treated like crap. Get your ass up quick. They treat me like a dog, then toss me aside like a toy. But this time will be different, dear professor. This is just self-defense. Hansu got into a stance, but his body couldn't keep up with his skills. Huh. I knew it, my body can't keep up with my skills. But with 10 years of experience as a hero, leaving a little something behind isn't impossible. At this moment, the cloth covering the Royal Knight's population increaser was hit, making him terrified. You bastard. Too bad I thought that hit would sterilize you. The first time I met him was also when he beat me like a dog. On the very first day, just because of that thing called training. Even though he was my teacher, I don't care. You should apologize to Hero Nim. Look, he also... Where are you showing me? At this moment, the knight gave a cunning smile. Hey, an assassin hidden in a fragile body. Truly interesting. Very good, you damn hero. If you win, I, Alex, captain of the Royal Knights, will kneel and apologize to you properly. That dog-eaten honor. Even when he died, he wouldn't say a single word. If you swear on your 2 balls, I'll reconsider. I'm not kidding. Anyway, I'm not sure if this is a good or bad thing. But doing things like this, which can help relieve the stress built up over the last 10 years, isn't a bad idea. Also, the fact that I've lost my power is undeniable. But there's no way I've become weaker just because of that. Professor, the organization, or whatever it is, that turned my 10 long years into nothing, how ridiculous. At this moment, the scene shifts to the royal palace. Your Majesty the hero wishes for an audience with you. Hey, I just want a private meeting. Before Han Su now was the king of this kingdom along with his entourage. The king's face looks exactly like some greasy brand I can't remember the name of. That bastard king always showing that rotten face. I heard that in his youth, he used to go on campaigns everywhere, a very warlike man. But now he just looks like a fool wearing a crown, and the nobles around him always have that annoyed look on their faces. Hero Nim before you now is His Majesty the Emperor. First meeting, even though I don't know the etiquette for an audience with the king, I still showed utmost respect. I don't know if it's because I know the future, but now I can't find any reason to bow before this old man, a man about to die from assassination. Lower your ego, Hero Nim. I'm looking forward to the day you become a vast ocean. Tsk, fine. Humble you want humble. As for the ocean, I'll become it and drown everything. I am Kang Han Su. It is a great honor to have an audience with you, Your Majesty. Very proper gestures, and I thought he crawled out of some jungle. His demeanor is even better than my son's. My 10 years weren't spent doing nothing. This damn etiquette, I only learned it to adapt to this place. You've done well, Lanavel. Hero, can you see your status window? Status? That's what the old man wants to check. It's no different from last time. Race, human. Level 1. Class Hero, 500% EXP boost. Skills Interpretation, a Fortitude, F, Assassination F, Status, Normal. When an action is repeated, it automatically becomes a skill. The more proficient the action, the higher the skill level becomes, and with that, efficiency and power also increase. My interpretation is at rank A, just like the last time I was here. The only thing that's changed is that both Fortitude and Assassination are at rank F. Perhaps they appeared when I attacked Alex just now. From my level to my skills, everything has been damn reset. I can see it, Your Majesty. I am a hero and currently at level 1. Oh, is there anything special about being a hero? Yes, the amount of experience I receive will be increased by 500%. 500%. Whether it was before or now, they always react the same way. It would be strange if they didn't react that way. Thanks to the talent of this class, I can develop 5 times faster than a normal person. The experience I gain in 1 hour, others would have to work continuously for 5 hours to catch up to me. This is the talent of the legendary hero. Hero Nim, a 500% experience boost, truly impressive. I'm giving a sincere compliment. O chosen hero, our kingdom of crisis is in danger. The Demon King, Pediner, has appeared. Use your power to destroy him and his minions and bring peace to us. Sigh those same lines again, why me? What do I gain from this? And even without the Demon King, this kingdom has more than just 1 or 2 problems. Don't blame everything on the Demon King and act so unconcerned. This stupid king. Calm down, I am the vast ocean. Your Majesty, what support will you provide to help me defeat the Demon King? Support. I summoned you here to save humanity from danger. That is your duty, and yet you dare to ask for more. I refuse. Find another hero to command. The king and his retainers' faces darkened. What? The kingdom of crisis. What does it have to do with me? Take a look at your attitude towards the hero. You should be kneeling and begging me to save this place. Listen up, you idiot. I'm not a citizen here. Okay. Insolent. How dare you speak to His Majesty like that? Before he could finish his sentence, Han Su had already stuck a pen in his forehead. Very decisive, no wasted movements, a true man. It's true I can't pierce as deeply as I used to. If I'd known, I wouldn't have been soft and would have aimed straight for the eye. The guards now moved to attack in a group. But Han Su remained very confident. If you've got the guts, kill me. This madman. If the king dies, the prince will succeed him. If the queen dies, there's the princess. If the princess dies, there's the next generation. So then, if the hero of the prophecy dies, who will be the one to slit the Demon King's throat? The old king's face was now stunned spicy without even eating a chili haha. If you're wondering where my gentle demeanor from just now went, it's because these barbarians don't deserve to be treated that way. They are just selfish pigs who only think of themselves. What they're doing is like bringing a hunting dog to a wasteland and ordering it to hunt on its own, without a care in the world. Even if they say this is the best support possible, I wouldn't believe it for a second. They can't even be compared to a generous person like the Demon King. Think about it. He would never let me leave empty-handed. Every time I defeated his minions, there was always a reward he had prepared for me. Give it back to me, oh my. It's a waste not to take the good stuff. He gave so much it made me feel a bit shy. But what can I do if I don't calculate carefully? How can I become a hero? Whatever, this bunch wouldn't dare kill me anyway. Even if there's a little danger to my life, even if this world collapses, it's not my problem. And if I really die here, there's no guarantee I'll be revived again. But Hansu's current smug appearance said to the old king, "Your Majesty, is there something you wish to say to me? Hero, I summoned you to protect this kingdom. I have ordered the purchase of a large amount of magic stones from many merchants and nobles, and entrusted Lanovel to bring you to this world." Hansu replied with a calm voice, "So what? Then aren't you our property?" Hansu was now starting to get angry. A fish you catch has to accept its fate from the one who caught it. But I'm not a fish. I'm a hero. The property of this kingdom. Don't make me laugh. Now let's see where the fate of this kingdom will go. The old king was now speechless. The retainers were also silent, no one said another word. I'll go to another kingdom, one that values heroes and treats them more fittingly. Even if you stop me or lock me up, it's useless, because I won't do anything for you. And then when the truth is revealed that you suppressed humanity's hope, this kingdom will come to an end. And those who support this foolish king won't escape it either, he. Hansu gave an unprecedentedly evil smile. The cautious ones were also helpless. "Sai hero, what kind of support do you want?" High-class food, lodging, clothes, equipment, medicine, maps, tax exemption, and personal needs. Needs, it's this, hey. The old king was also speechless. "There's still more, Your Majesty." "What do you mean there's more?" "It's money. An RPG would surely be boring for veteran players. So why don't we use cheats to make it new and more interesting?" The instructor for Hansu was also speechless now. "I can't believe you caused so much trouble in just one day. Have you never heard that the happier a pig is, the louder it squeals? The king who gave you so much support certainly won't stop at just one request, and one day your bag will get a hole in it just because of your greed." A hole. Do you have to exaggerate like that? A bad deal is still better than a threat. So even if you win in this matter, you'll still lose in others. If only I had more time, I could have intervened more. It's also because the other students kept me too busy. Other students? A mill can only be used to grind rice. Student Kang Hansu, you are not the only hero. There have been many graduates already, heroes who have returned to Earth safely. They are now living very happy lives and know how to help those around them. Thank you. So please try harder. I'm a grinder and I'm not the only hero who's been isekai'd. So doesn't that mean they've brought many people from Earth here, then trained them to become heroes in a room, and for more convenience, they would create a room as large as a world. A world. What the heck, my head is about to explode. Hironim. Is something wrong? Lanovel then appeared in front of Hansu with a very, pose. Don't appear so suddenly like that. I'm sorry. Since yesterday, she's been clinging to me all the time except when I'm sleeping. If it were in the past, my heart would have jumped out of my chest for her. It's just that I'm not in the mood for such things anymore. What I need to care about right now is Lanovel. Are you sure I'm the only hero summoned to this world? Yes, I'm sure. That professor said she's busy with many students, and there have been countless people isekai'd to defeat the Demon King. But I'm the only one summoned to this world, right? Parallel worlds. Could it be that there are many fantasy worlds corresponding to the number of students who are isekai'd just like those offline RPGs? This is even more absurd. Let's just set it aside for now. My top priority now is to find a way back as soon as possible. Those who graduated got to go home and live a happy life. Couldn't I do it too, Lanovel? Come with me. But where are we going? It took so much effort to get this much support, so wouldn't it be a waste if we don't spend it? Hey. I agree to open the kingdom's treasury, but there's a condition that comes with it. That is Lanovel must control the hero's spending. At that time, I also turned a blind eye to the matter. If it were me, I'd do the same as that old man. The scene shifts to a town near the royal palace. Hironim, can I buy this magic orb? I've really wanted one like this for a long time. So now who's the one that needs their spending controlled? 200,000 deal. Yay, thank you so much. It's not my money, so why worry? The Central Kingdom's trading area is different. Many good items flock to this place, but because of high taxes, their prices have skyrocketed. However, the most expensive are the items that come with the two words magic. One good thing is, similar to on Earth, the best-selling items are all high-end. Hero anim. I bought it. Sparkle, sparkle, kira, kira. The people around also murmured in envy. La Nouvelle, if you're done, let's go. Yes. Last time, because I was wearing a school uniform and dancing on the street, everyone paid attention to me. No way I'm letting that happen again. In the clothing store, Hansu was now trying on clothes. Wow, you look great. All right, you don't have to try to flatter me. I know these clothes look like crap, so everything has its reason. Anyway, we're shopping, so let's just swipe. Look over there, what a splendid outfit. He must be a noble with a very prominent family background. Is he the son of some clan? Just as I thought, the commoners don't dare to gossip too much about a noble. Right now, the only one attracting attention is La Nouvelle. Now I can focus on shopping. Hero Nim. Where are we going? Shouldn't we go to a famous blacksmith or a potion shop? After all, this is your first time here. The black market. Wait, hold on. Is a righteous hero really going to buy illegal items? La Nouvelle. Isn't your magic crystal also an illegal item? The girl was now speechless. Remember, you bought it because of your personal desire. Although I was the one who allowed you to buy it, who was the one who suggested buying it, hey. We're no different from accomplices. La Nouvelle was silent and just listened. But on second thought, if illegal items can help bring peace to this world, it's not so bad, right? Even medicine can be poisonous. So what's the big deal with this stuff? If you understand, then just follow me quietly. Yes, but how do you plan to find the black market? Although I've lived here for a very long time, I've only heard about it in rumors. Are we late again? I also know that the location of the markets is not fixed in one place, but changes constantly. It seems that a noob hero knowing more than a local would raise suspicion. Who are you, Hero Nim, the chosen one? So think about it. If you were a normal person, could you be a hero? If just having the talent of a 500% experience boost allows you to defeat the Demon King, then couldn't a fairy or a dragon that has lived for hundreds of thousands of years do it too? Listen carefully. A true hero, the one who will conquer the Demon King, can't possibly do it with just that measly talent. Amazing, I understand. And so the girl was also brainwashed by Hansu. Good, now just be quiet and follow me. Just as La Nouvelle said, I also don't know where the black market is located, but I still have a way to find it. At the tavern I used to frequent. At the tavern entrance, Hansu and she entered. A chaotic scene completely different from outside the door. Haha, bastard, you're dead for sure. What would you like, sir? There are many types of people in here. Some drink until they're wasted. Give me another beer, no two. Some look like artists playing instruments. It hasn't changed at all. In the past, this place was still the same, right? Tony. Do you know me very well, in fact? He used to be an assassin, but he retired and opened a tavern. 2 shots to the chest and a finishing shot to the head. Oh. And he was also the one who taught me many things when I was still clueless about this. A friend, my teacher. But because I have La Nouvelle with me today, I can't get too close to him. It's a great honor to have you and your beautiful companion visit this place. What would you like to drink? Although it looks a bit shabby on the outside, this place has every kind of drink you can find in the kingdom. Here it is. The timing of my visit. This time is a bit different from the last, but I hope the code still works. Tony, are there any good drinks imported today? I'll provide it depending on the price you pay. Good. And it seems you're in luck. A batch of 27-year-old Black Dragon dark beer just arrived today. If you have it with grilled lamb, it will create a very lively flavor. The next black market will be today, and Black Dragon will be the location. The amount of information received, whether a lot or a little, will depend on the direction he pours the drink. It seems you just opened the barrel. If you don't like it, I'll change it for you. It's nothing. I was just a little curious. But hey, can I ask one more question? How's the quality of the grilled ribs today? You'll know just by looking. Grilled ribs, although banned in the kingdom, are the biggest attraction at the black market. That is slaves. The menu is still the same. 2 servings of lamb. The girl B is on the side and doesn't understand a thing. Ha. Continuing the story. After getting the information at the tavern, Hansu, and she hurriedly left. She still had lamb in her mouth, chewing away. Why are you in such a hurry? Do you even have to ask? Although we have some time to eat before the auction starts just because you complained the grilled ribs were too fatty, I had to sit and wait for you to order more side vegetables to make it less boring. But hey, do you know the bartender from earlier? Tony. On the outside, he looks like a normal person, but to a novice student like me, he's like a great friend, the one who taught me the law of the jungle in the underworld. If it weren't for the hero label, I probably would have started some kind of business already. I'll tell you, but you have to promise not to tell the king. Besides having the talent of increased experience, I have another ability. Since coming to this world, I can see not only my own, but also other people's stats. Why am I the only one who can see it? I've always wondered that. But after meeting that professor, I realized something. It's considered a type of ability that supports novice heroes, people who don't know how to assess the power difference with their opponents. So if it weren't for this, I probably would have died like a dog a long time ago, and it seems I'm lucky that it still exists now. So, when a hero faces a tough battle, wouldn't having this allow them to judge the situation and solve the problem more easily? Really. So you can see my information too. Of course. Race human. Level 200. Class Sage can increase the power of dark magic by acquiring knowledge. Skills, magic. A dark magic, a charm, B. Cooking, B. Eternal youth, immortality, C. Status, excited. She's only level 200, not even enough for the Demon King's underlings to pick their teeth with. But she's still highly rated. Just her development potential alone is insane. Just thinking about the previous summoning and her future back then. Why did you suddenly become so quiet? There's nothing left to tell, let's go quickly. Hero Nimwai. Suddenly, a thief tried to steal something. Hansu rushed forward, caught the falling magic orb, and threw it, accurately at the thief's spine. The thief fell to the ground, motionless. The point between the fourth and fifth vertebrae of the spine, which is the disc right at the lower back, is the most vulnerable spot. If not treated in time, the pain will last forever, and you will have to live the rest of your life with paralyzed legs. You seem tough. Race human. Level 8. Class thief. When stealing during the day, the luck rate increases. Skills: observation, E. Escape, E. Killing, F. Status: anxious, physical strength after being summoned. However, it can only be used when I throw something, but it's insignificant. And the current level gap between me and him is 7 levels. When I was a student, I could run and dodge attacks from bullies at the same time. But the current situation is completely different from back then. If you leave the money bag now and run away like you just did, I'll be merciful and let you go. How about it, don't look down on me? This is the true experience of the past 10 years. Hansu took off his hat and whipped it straight into the thief's eyes. Ah, my eyes, and a follow-up hit to the neck. Cough, cough. The point between the 6th and 7th vertebrae of the spine, a common problem for students and office workers from sitting too long, causing a stiff neck. Now, not only your legs, but you also have to take care of your neck and a paralyzed arm for the rest of your life. But you won't live long enough to do that anyway. This is the consequence of daring to oppose me. A little bit of biology knowledge to help you understand better. The human spine is usually composed of 32 to 34 vertebrae, divided into 5 sections: 7 cervical vertebrae, 12 thoracic vertebrae, 5 lumbar vertebrae, 5 sacral vertebrae, and the coccyx, which consists of 3 to 5 vertebrae. Listen to understand what the main character is talking about, otherwise you won't get it. After a while, the guards arrived and carried the thief away. I've already reported the situation to the guards, and of course I hid the fact that you're a hero. Either way, the fact that I'm a hero can't be hidden from this whole kingdom for long. At that point, it will be hard to do anything secretly without anyone knowing. But it seems you're too skilled at killing people. Don't talk as if I'm a murderer. Oops, I'm sorry. After 10 years of killing experience, it seems to have become a hard-to-break habit. But if I only use it on enemies, it should be fine, right? She knows, yes, sir. Do you know what the level of a normal adult is? It's level 3, and if it's a farmer with a weapon, it's raised to level 5. But that bastard just now, he succeeded. His level was 8. If you look at his skills, he wasn't a hunter or a soldier before, but could be... I understand. You could tell he was definitely a criminal who had killed many people, so Hero Nim stopped him from harming another victim by taking him down right here. What Grandma is getting ahead of herself. Before defeating the Demon King, I want to protect the people around me first. Why talk so much? Although a bit sharp-tongued, this is truly a noble act by Hero Nim. That's right. Did your level go up at all? Oh yeah, let's see how much do I get with a 5 times experience boost. Race High Human, level 4. Class Hero 500% EXP boost. Skills Interpretation. A Fortitude, F Swordsmanship, F Assassination, F Killing, F Status Normal Good. In this world, everyone carries their own unique power. In some cases, they mature over time, but in other cases, they increase their power by absorbing it from others. Level 4, that's as strong as a professional athlete on Earth. A system that allows players to get stronger through killing. It's a fantasy world after all. That thief just now had a fairly high level, so the amount of experience I received wasn't bad. I have a good feeling about this first hunt. Keep the money bag safe, La Nouvelle. Yes, sir. And don't act cute, or you'll get hit. Poor girl, haha. At this moment in the darkness of an alley, an elf girl was watching Han-Su. Right now Han-Su and she were on their way to the black market. A dark-skinned man appeared. You two must be Tony's customers. Not mortal enemies. Please follow me. The power backing it is not easy to mess with, and their security system is extremely strict. Last time I couldn't fully expose their identities. But whatever, as long as the password is still valid, it's fine. It's in here. Now Han-Su's group was led into a very ordinary-looking house. It just looks like a normal house. Look at the floor. This is a spatial teleportation magic circle. To create it, you need extremely expensive materials. I admit this bunch really spends a lot of money. Wow, truly unexpected. I thought they would organize it somewhere inside the capital. Stop being so surprised at everything. Is it that strange? Humph. I think you're the strangest one. Honored guests, please put this on. 2 masks were given to Han-Su and her to wear. Suddenly I feel embarrassed. Sometimes there are people who walk around here without masks, but for a hero who will become famous like you, doing that wouldn't be very good. But can you be a little faster? It'll be done in a moment. As he finished speaking, the teleportation circle activated and brought Han-Su to a dark place. It seems we've been brought underground. Shh! Don't be foolish and light up this place without permission, or if you want them to notice, you feel free. It's the experience of coming here for the first time. This place was originally located somewhere underground in a forest near the capital. It's just that after some lunatic from a certain cult came here and demanded to summon a demon. And since then, this place became a black market. I've been here a few times as a customer before, so knowing about it isn't strange. It's a great honor to have you two visit. So the auction. It's about to begin. Since we don't have much time, I'll give a brief explanation before showing you to your seats. To bid, you just need to lightly tap the small bell prepared on the table. The transaction will take place immediately after the announcement. You can pay with gold or other items of equivalent value. And finally, any problems that occur from a guest intentionally removing their mask or revealing their identity, we will not be held responsible. The curious little girl has heard the explanation clearly, sir. I'm not a little girl, Keep quiet. Sage La Nouvelle, a famous beauty throughout the central continent of Fantasia. If people knew that name was present here, I don't know what would happen. Please follow me. Don't cause any trouble. Around the entrance to the auction, there are many offensive magic circles, if you don't want to be burned alive. Hero Nim. Why did they place so many explosive magic circles around here? Remember what I just said, that's exactly it. So just be good and follow me. And when we reach the path where the auction appeared, I wish you a successful auction without further ado. We will begin the auction now. The first item is a survivor who returned from the demon's territory, a former soldier. You must have seen the countless scars on this body, right? He was originally after defeating a powerful demon, but luckily we found and saved him, and to repay the favor that warrior requested to become a slave for us to sell. What could be better than having him as a gladiator or a guard by your side? Former soldier, my ass. No matter how you hide it, don't even dream of escaping my sight. Race Human. Level 11. Class Warrior. When fighting, physical strength increases. Skills, Luck. B. Survival. E. Swordsmanship. F. Status, Anxious. Although his luck is quite high, only a fool would spend money to buy him. After the introduction, the bells rang. I forgot only rich people come here. I understand your plan. Are you planning to buy that strong warrior and make him your companion as expected of Hero Nim that I saw in the prophecy? Hansu was now speechless. If it were me, I'd punch her a few times to teach her not to interrupt. Last time I really did think that way. Just because I tried to bid to save a female slave, I rang the bell so much that everyone in the audience thought I was crazy. Only later did I find out that that bitch hated humans to the bone. If I had known, I would have never spent a single coin to bring you home. Ah, someone bought him. He looked so strong, but what a pity. The game has only just begun. If I spend money on useless things now later, I'll just have to sit and suck my thumb watching others bid. The second item, look at her smooth skin. The beloved daughter of a noble family captured by demons. Hero Nim. She let me remind you we didn't come here to play, and we have no obligation to save the nobles. So I'll pass. If Ata were here, he would surely do everything to tear this place apart and free all the slaves, without thinking about the consequences. Damn it, it was so hard for me to clean up the mess she left behind. The next item. At this moment, Hansu also started to pay attention. Wonderful, it's finally here. Continuing the story, Hansu now also became interested in an item. On the auction stage was a skinny man with empty eyes. His body was skinny from malnutrition. But you can't judge a book by its cover. Status window, race human. Level 286, class mercenary. The more assets, the higher the survival rate. Skills: true spear, D endurance, D survival, D camping, E cooking, E. Status starving weakened. Skills and status are not the main concern, but his level is much higher than the rest. He was once a famous mercenary in the Northern Kingdom. Although his current physical condition is due to not eating for a long time in return, he has extremely excellent spear skills. He will surely be a powerful assistant after he recovers, just as I thought no one can be sure that after spending a fortune to restore a slave, that slave will sell their life for them. So that reaction is normal, but I'm different. This is the slave I need. Ring the bell, you know, huh? Ah, yes. The bell rang and no one else rang it. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations to the customer wearing the wolf mask for buying a good slave at a low price. So you've seen that mercenary's stats. Yeah, level 286. That's almost the same as Sir Alex, that Sword King. He's going to have a headache over this. Ah, that's a story for later. Alex is strong enough and was given that title, but not yet. Why does that mercenary have such a high level? Very simple, that guy traveled everywhere and killed many different species. Even though that wasn't easy. This is your key and contract. Just leave it on the table. At this moment, the auctioned slave was brought to Hansu. But the auction is only just beginning now. Hero Nim, can we go home now? What's wrong? Headache. The auction has only just begun. And so the auction continued. Items appeared. Like a goblin, a girl. Suddenly I feel nauseous. Just a little longer. I don't plan to stay much longer either. Since there were no more special items, the prices started to drop. So far, only normal slaves have been brought out. Today's result, a mercenary, isn't too bad. Maybe we can go now. But at this moment, an elf woman appeared on stage. An elf we found in the forest, famous in the southern continent. Although her mind is no longer as normal as before, her appearance and lineage are indisputable. And most importantly, she is still a virgin. Hearing this, the perverts couldn't hide their desire. If you are looking for a second-generation elf, this is definitely a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity not to be missed. Elf, a noble race, the desire of every human. However, treating an elf well in this world is not easy. Everyone knows the result. The whole auction started fighting to get her. She's mine. I will definitely buy her. No way I'm missing the chance to touch a noble elf. I knew this bunch had all been led by the nose. A noble elf, just because of their low fertility rate, contrary to their long lifespan, or because they reproduce so little, everyone thinks they're on birth control, so they seem special. Also, their sexual desire is extremely low, like eunuchs or monks. I heard that because the elf race lost the war for territory against humans, they had to move to the deepest part of the forest. Moreover, they also left behind the weak as bait to escape. Hieronym, this elf is strange. You've realized it? Didn't someone just say they felt nauseous? How come you're suddenly all better? That's perhaps because she's a talented magician. It's not strange that she could sense it. This elf is extremely special. Status window, race, elf, level, 851, class. The higher the archery, the higher the armor-piercing ability. Skills, archery, A agility, B observation, C tracking, D element, D Status cursed, sealed, poisoned, exhausted, paralyzed. There's nothing to hesitate about. If I can't buy her, I'll regret it. The appearance of that elf doesn't matter. Level 851. That's on par with mid-tier demons. But thanks to her racial advantage and high skill level, she can be raised to a level between mid-tier and high-tier demons. Probably on par with the pet the Demon King raised. Based on her stats, it seems she used to hold a very high position. The cursed status, it was definitely done by a demon friend. Because it would make her look alive, but she couldn't control herself. As for the negative statuses behind, it's definitely the work of the black market people, because that would make her unable to resist. Another bell from the guest wearing the wolf mask. Is there really no one who wants to compete with this guest? A beautiful elf is strange, but not very useful. It's better to spend that money on a warrior. That's definitely what they're thinking. Because they can't see this elf's stats, no one would risk spending an unreasonable amount of money to buy her. Is there no one else? Then we will sell to the highest bidder. 3, 2, 1. Suddenly at this moment, the ceiling of the auction area collapsed. This surprise was too great. No one understood what was happening. The entrance is destroyed. This isn't a natural phenomenon. What the hell are the guards doing? If it happens that the underground guards can't react in time, this is definitely a premeditated attack. When now the passage is about to collapse. We'll be burned alive. Calm down. Let's see what the situation is. At this moment, the passage was cleared by some power. Earth element. With these minions, it can only be the elf race. It's the elf race invading. Stop them. We need more people. Thanks to a slick-tongued noble, we were able to infiltrate so easily. At this moment, the killing intent of the elves began to envelop the area. Don't miss the chance. Everyone attack and rescue our brothers. Continuing the story, a successful raid on the auction. Right now, the elves are using bows to attack the people from the auction house. Protect the customers. Catch them. If you accidentally kill them, try not to scratch their bodies. The leader of the elf tribe uses elemental magic, knocking out all the soldiers from the auction house. What kind of royal would personally come to such a shabby market? The elf queen Sylvia, race high elf, level 284 class. Shaman, also known as a sorcerer, but of the spiritual belief system, when blessed elemental power increases. Skills: element 5, elegance, a charm, a archery, B, blessing, C, status, calm. Although she is currently a princess, later on, when the elf king is killed in a coup, she will give up exploring and succeed to the throne. In short, she will be the future elf queen, and she was also my companion in the previous expedition. Just to save a few of her own people, she caused many of her compatriots to fall just because of that foolish thought. Currently, she hasn't joined the party yet, so her level is still low, but with her talent and high skill level, they can somewhat compensate for that shortcoming. On this side, the elf princess continued to cast elemental magic. Help me. That S-rank element is too overpowering. You two this way. They still prioritize protecting the customers in this situation. Truly a professional. Hero Nim, should we help them with the rescue, Are you crazy? Looking at this face, she definitely wants to help the elves save the slaves and then teach the black market people a lesson. Go to the safe area and wait there. Why? Help them save people, are you stupid? So what are you going to do with the mercenary we just rescued? Or are you going to leave him to die here? Oh, for heaven's sake, I can't believe it, you're just going to leave our future companion like that. How can you be so cruel? Right now, only our group hasn't left. And also because we're chained, we can't run away, and that slave has become a victim of the attack. Yahello will be the one to handle this. As for you, take our companion to a safe place and wait there. Remember to protect him carefully. Yes, master. Oh, it's you. Why haven't you escaped yet? Just answer this question of mine. That elf is my property now, right? Yes, that's right. According to the rules, the transaction should be direct, but due to the current circumstances, what you're saying isn't wrong. So this elf girl will now be handled by the gentleman wearing the wolf mask. Now please take her to a safe place. In her current condition, she can't resist you. This guy is quite smart. He also realized that this female slave is the target of the elves. And he also knows that our side is currently at a disadvantage. Partly because he doesn't have time to worry about this female slave, so he handed her over for me to take his place. You are truly very good, truly very good. You flatter me. So now I can free up my hands and focus on other things. The auction's MC took down an elf with just one move. On the stage, he looked elegant, but he's quite strong. Well, after the waiters took the customers away, they also returned to help. I know very well how the next situation will unfold. The future elf queen will be captured here and become a slave. Because they're afraid she'll lose value, they won't punish her. It's just that after she's sold, a portion of the money will be taken out and sent to the families of the guards who died in this battle. That's fine too. Hello, elf girl. You are. I'll put it briefly. Sylvia will definitely surrender to them if you are still alive. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, the girl is really very vulnerable. Sylvia fought very bravely in that battle, but when only the auction master was left alive, he took the female slave as a hostage. Feeling guilty for letting so many of her people fall, she accepted surrender and was sold as a slave. Well, that's what I know after hearing her story. Is this the face of someone willing to sacrifice for others? Right after that, Hansu took off his mask, wrapped his arm around the elf girl's waist and kissed her. The elf princess was very surprised to see that. The elf could no longer resist. Despite that, Hansu continued, she had completely given up. At this moment, Sylvia rushed over. Sylvia, it's only because of me that you have to surrender to them. The misery of a slave, I never want you to suffer that, not even for a second. I hope that you will always be happy. Thank you. It's nothing, Master. Anyway, I'm the one who benefits from it. After saying that, Hansu snapped her neck decisively, as if he had done it countless times before. A cracking sound was heard. Sylvia was now stunned, a shock too great for her. Back to Hansu now. I could do that easily, because the demon's curse was still on her. And because I killed a person of level 852 at this moment, Hansu's status window began to change. Race high human, level 165, class hero, 500% EXP boost received, skills, interpretation, a killing D, fortitude E. Ha ha ha. This system is truly very interesting. Hansu's expression at this moment, no one would believe he was a hero. Thanks to killing that elf, I leveled up at a dizzying speed. But if I used the normal method, it would take a whole year to level up that much. No need for talent or lineage, just need to be able to kill someone stronger than me. No matter what method is used, it's normal to have a world filled with strong people. Even so, they still need a little more effort and luck to be able to do that. In short, opportunities are open to everyone, everyone is the same. A fantasy world, a place filled with dreams and hopes. Of course, that's only true when I'm the winner. Sir, what was that all about? Don't worry, as long as I pay you a fair price, it's fine, right? Usually everyone thinks that killing slaves is a waste, because it's more convenient if they use slaves as minions and make them do what they want. But I'm a hero who gets 5 times the experience. Like what just happened, it's equivalent to me killing 5 level 851 elves. Moreover, there are still quite a few experience points around here, waiting for me to take them. Before he could finish his sentence, an energy orb hit Hansu, but now you can dodge it easily. Ooh. How dare you do that to my master? Hansu went down and picked up a sword. Although this isn't the type of sword I like, but using it once and then tossing it is fine. My current level is 165. The things I couldn't do when I was level 4 I can do now, right? Rest in peace, the master of the future elf queen. Your sacrifice will not be in vain because there's no way that elf will become a slave. And now is the time for them to help my dream come true. Hansu charged towards the elf princess at a very fast speed. On this side, the elves also responded, with volleys of arrows. But Hansu dodged them all and jumped up. The body still can't keep up with the mind's intentions. I thought leveling up would improve it somewhat, but it seems it's still a long way from my peak. But now it doesn't look much different from back then. Race elf level 189, class archer. The higher the archery, the higher the armor-piercing power. Skills, archery, B, accuracy, D, gathering, E, self-heal, E, control, F, status, conflicted. Her skills can't coordinate well with her teammates, and her reaction speed is also slow, and most importantly, her fighting style says it all. If she were proficient with a dagger, she should have tried to get close to create an offensive advantage. But perhaps it's because she has no experience fighting humans, and mostly just shoots arrows from a distance, so you can't blame her. A good knife. You bastard! Experience points. Here they come again. Hansu used a feint, quickly approached, and put a dagger to her neck. Hello there. Then a punch from below, and the finishing blow. But right at that moment, the remaining elves started to attack with magic. What the hell, fire magic? A mage and a swordsman. Do you think I'm meat for you to burn? Alright, shoot. Hehehehe, Hansu gave a wicked smile using the elf's body in his hands to block the magic. Too bad I just got a new friend. I guess I have to endure it. Power of friendship, ultimate technique, elf shield. He dare to shoot again. Let me tell you, she's still alive. Even though we just met, just let me borrow it for a bit. The mage has now also been finished off by Han-Su. Your screams are so melodious. You must be a good singer too, right? It's just a pity I can't hear it anymore. Oh no, my friend, don't you die. Because you lost syrup like that. Right now, only the elf princess stood on this side filled with hatred for Han-Su. Because if you die of natural causes, how will I get experience points? Although our friendship wasn't long, farewell. Kill him. Kill that human. Trash Hero Episode 12. Please stay tuned. Absolutely no mercy. At this moment, all the remaining elves cast elemental magic. Ah, they're really doing it. The elves are so easily swayed by emotions. Because they have a long life, their relationships are extremely close. You could also say they see each other as a big family. This can be a strength, but at the same time, it can also be a weakness. And because of the sacrifice of their kin, it will make them lose their reason and create many openings for me to exploit. Besides, I'm not the only one here. Block the exit. Everyone support the wolf-masked Sir, cover the surrounding gaps. At this moment, a chaotic battle broke out between the auction house soldiers and the elves. My experience points. Backed into a corner, yet still so fierce. Spirit element. It seems she's also reaching her limit. And this day next year will also be my death anniversary if I don't level up faster. Now I have to go all out. And I can't expect to end this battle without losing a finger or two. As soon as he said that Han-Su's finger was chopped off by an elf from behind. The apple is real. I was just speaking metaphorically. You really did it. The calmness I just tried to regain has been completely blown away by you. Pay for it with experience points. Han-Su then picked up his severed finger and reattached it, and used an unhealed technique, and the finger was reattached. That's too magical, Han-Su. I don't know if I'm seeing things, but it still looks crooked somehow. Are you a demon? Hey, what you said makes me a little sad. Aren't we both survivors of the massacre? The fact that she's the last one alive is no different from last time. But this time will surely be different because of my interference in the timeline of events. Since there's no hostage, the black market people can't make Sylvia surrender. And the result is that their group was almost wiped out here. The number of people who died at her hands is not small. Just look at the change in her level and you'll see. High elf level, 288. Status. Broken bones, bleeding, exhausted, conflicted. You've leveled up quite a bit, huh? But I haven't been idle either. At this moment, Han-Su had leveled up to 203. My deepest thanks to the elves who turned into experience points. For my benefit. Finally, just one more batch of experience and it's over. No way I'm letting that bunch get away. Demon, even if I die, I'll take you with me. Earth element. After casting the skill, the entire cellar under the auction house began to shake violently. An earthquake. Quickly get the customers out. Sai, I know what you're thinking, but can you control yourself a bit? Because if you do that, the elf's body will be useless. Humph. The price of the race's bodies is usually very high. Think about it. The virginity bones and blood of elves can be used as magic ingredients, containing the secret of eternity. Just like how butchers make use of the meat they have. I know that. So I can't just abandon their bodies and run away. So you want to turn this place into their common grave? How ridiculous. Don't forget the one who made them walk into this fire ant nest. Wasn't it you, demon? It's all your fault. If you weren't here, this wouldn't have happened. They should have been the winners. And they wouldn't have had to die here. That was your problem alone. So don't drag your innocent kin into this. And you've been calling me this demon and that demon a bit too much. Stop, it stopped. Why did it stop? The spirits, why don't you answer my request? Why are you protecting that demon? As he finished speaking, Han-Su rushed to finish off Sylvia. Try asking the spirits. Between a bitch who uses her friends and compatriots to kill others in the name of justice. And Hero Nim, the hope of humanity, who will they choose to protect? A hero. The spirits love nature very much. So they will protect nature. So what is natural? Helping the great hero defeat the demon king Pedner. That is natural. Isn't that better than being killed? I hope not to see you again in the next Trash Hero, Episode 13. Please stay tuned. After a thrilling battle, the future elf queen became a stepping stone for the righteous hero. That was the ending she deserved. The end, a perfect ending, couldn't be better. Back to the present, Han-Su is being lectured by the hero training professor. So you massacred all the elves there. There's a story that when hatred and anger combine, they create a girl with a cruel nature. And she is a danger, and it's also very difficult to exist in that world. A good deed is as heavy as a rock. A bad deed is as light as a feather. In conclusion, even if you can defeat the Demon King again, it will be very difficult for you to graduate from this place. So unfair. Professor, it's clear they attacked me first. Patience can bring peace, and impatience only brings regret. At that time, you just needed to endure a little. Magic arrows, swords flying all over the place, who could endure that? Patience and time can yield more results than violence and killing. Student Kang Han-soo. Don't be hasty. Calm your mind and look around. Tell me what you see. Experience points. Maybe now I should plan to kill Alex. Don't look at the people around you as experience points like that. An ant on a branch can see more than when it's on the ground, and a priest accompanying a farmer, the knowledge of both of them will surely be more beneficial than just the priest alone. This will be your homework. Try to get along with the people around you and smile at them, even if it's someone you hate. What a difficult assignment. All right then, we'll meet again in 2 days. Get along with everyone. Why make someone with a completely opposite personality like me do that? Now there's another thing to worry about. What is it? Then what are you doing here? Me, of course I'm here to support Hero Nim. I remember leaving you to handle the aftermath at the black market. Is sending those elf bodies home really that easy for you? Well, I finished everything before coming here. Because the bodies of the elves could be used as magic ingredients as you instructed, I didn't leave them for the black market people. I just don't want that bunch to dissect their bodies and sell them for money. Don't even dream of getting any benefit from me. It took a lot of sweat and effort. Hero Nim still treats the bodies of the elves with respect, even though they're dead. You've compensated the families of the victims, right? Yes, it took a lot of effort to bring all the elf bodies from the 5th floor up to the main hall. If only there were an elevator, it would have been more convenient, right? I've made a plan to use all the gold I have to buy back the bodies from the black market at an affordable price. And at the same time, hire them to move the pile of bodies to the palace. By the way, how's the deal with the Elf King? I've already recounted the whole story to them, and they said they'll send a delegation to visit us soon. And the amount of money you'll receive from them will surely be a lot. Of course it will be. Because I spent all my money to buy back and preserve the elf bodies from the black market people. So my future will be very difficult if no one fills it up again. Even as a hero who will save humanity, it doesn't mean the people here will let me freeload without spending a single coin. If that bunch doesn't shun me, I'm already very grateful. So there's nothing wrong with me trying to earn some extra pocket money to avoid starving to death. Right, but whatever. The most important thing here is that the people in this world still think I'm stuck at level 4, heh. So the Elf King would never suspect that his daughter was killed by a level 4 hero. Thanks to the fact that all the black market people at the auction died, there are no witnesses left. And I also told Bit that the black market and the elf clan took care of each other until no one was left. Hey hero, I heard that you switched to the mortician class, huh? Thinking I knew it. This news would eventually reach everyone around here. Just treat it as trivial matters. I don't need to get worked up over this childish provocation. Do you have some business at this royal training ground? I'm just passing by. By the way, it seems there are only 2 days left until Hero Nim's debut ceremony. I'm looking forward to that day. Me too. The atmosphere now is very suffocating. Race human. Level 291. Class swordsman. As stamina increases, swordsmanship also improves. Skills. Swordsmanship 5. Stamina, a iron wall, B effect, resistance, B tenacity, C status, eager. Give a smile to your opponent. Whether you hate them or not. That's right. I really did switch to the mortician profession. It's to build for Mr. Alexu here. A very beautiful grave. Alexu is now fuming. Trash Hero Episode 14. Please enjoy. To be precise, from birth, Alexu was a person with a talent for tanking. Contrary to what most people think, that without good sword skills, you can't become a talented swordsman. That's not entirely true for a good swordsman. One must be able to both protect allies and at the same time destroy enemies over a long period. A person who doesn't need special protection or can't be left behind by others. And a person who can survive every battle and become stronger in both swordsmanship and endurance, is because he can not only protect allies in battles but also complete difficult assigned missions alone. But that guy will soon realize that the one standing above him will be this great hero me. I think just with that silver tongue of yours you could probably defeat the Demon King. Who knows? Looking back at my first adventure, I was nothing compared to that Demon King's verbal martial arts. To say that I lost in a contest of who had a more flexible tongue wouldn't be wrong. But this time I will definitely win. Hero, I can start your training early today, instead of in 2 days, and if you want my apology, why not take a walk around this market with me for a bit? I didn't say that. So get lost. If we start the training session early, my level will surely be exposed. And since I'm currently avoiding the Elf King's attention, so I have to act like I'm only a level 4 guy. Right now, I'm still trying to create an alibi for my level to avoid suspicion. I'm planning to hide my level, then go on an expedition to some ruin deep in the forest, then come back and say I leveled up there. But isn't it true? Besides my level, I've also developed in other areas, right? Applying the professor's theory is extremely perfect. I just endured it, didn't I? If it were the me from before, Alexu's throat would have definitely been torn apart. But now I have reached a state where his taunts are just like a passing wind. I'm truly a genius. Tu Hanso is still continuing to admire himself. Hero Nim, what are we going to do today? Her expression is a bit stiff. Perhaps it's because of what just happened at the black market, it made the little one shocked. Well, seeing a pile of corpses like that for the first time, it's understandable to react that way. How is our new teammate? That mercenary, originally the initial goal was for him to become my experience points. But because that professor said I shouldn't see the people around me as experience points. Hehe. So I will use him as a luggage carrier. And for the convenience of exploring ancient ruins like the previous adventure, I have created a map of the entire Fantasier and marked those places. But hey, I won't waste time to explore all of them, but only go to places that have what I need. Has he recovered to some extent yet? Yes. When he heard he would become a hero's companion. Instead of a slave, he became very excited. I also heard that the rate of food consumption and his recovery is extremely fast. That also made many people terrified. Good level 286 is different. The higher the level, the higher the survival rate in this world. With normal RPG games, you can add points to any skill you like. But in this world, skill levels will increase comprehensively. Lifespan, resistance, agility, health recovery, ability, 5 senses, strength, magic, and many other things that cannot be listed. But thinking about it makes my blood boil. Years of grinding all for nothing, just because of a single sentence from them. And being sent back to the past also made me realize that the professors and the masterminds behind this, they can all reset all my stats whenever they want. Even if I'm a hero with a talent for 5 times the experience just with a little effort, I can obtain countless powerful abilities. Then all of those things are nothing but fantasies. That can disappear at any time. Magic, dark arts, martial arts, swordsmanship, elemental spirits, blessings. It was never mine to begin with. Only science is true power. From now on, I will try to minimize collecting and depending too much on equipment. Because they can't follow me back to Earth anyway. Even the Holy Sword is no exception. Defeat the Demon King, and then return. Who would let someone bring back something with the destructive power of a miniature nuclear bomb back to Earth? Hanso looks at the shops on the street for a while. This place has fewer good weapon shops than I thought. Are you planning to prepare for a long trip? Where is it? Is it far from here? That's not a place we can get to, just by walking for a day. And if we use the entire kingdom's spatial teleportation circle, it would still take at least 2 days. Starting today, we'll have to start preparing everything for the trip, and we'll depart as soon as we receive the gold that the elf delegation brings. There's no way I'm going on an expedition by foot like last time. Fast and comfortable. That's the criteria I'm aiming for. Then what's the point of having a lot of money? If I do that, I can avoid things like what happened last time. Saving villagers attacked by monsters, or stopping suspicious people who are about to do something bad. I'm not free to meddle in other people's business. I can save time, and at the same time ensure my own safety just by spending money. That's all a bloody lesson. From the previous adventure. Because this is a long journey, we might need permission from the king. The old man will surely agree. You know what that foolish king wants. Just make a few promises about returning as soon as possible. He'll approve one way or another, ha ha ha. But I still don't know if that Alexu guy will be sent along by the old man to supervise or not. So we're going to some ruin, not at all. But we're going to meet an extremely powerful being. If I say Tony was the teacher who taught me theory, the operating principles of this world, then the remaining existence can be considered an advisor who helped me develop my physical strength. Even though I happened to meet him on the last expedition, but this time I can go and find him directly. Is that an ancient dragon? Comparing a person to a flying lizard, even though that person isn't that old. That's a bit insulting. What? It's just that I find it strange, because Hero Nim here also has someone to admire. I thought you'd look down on everyone you meet. It's because they deserve it. And isn't it true that this world has such magical powers, so why not invent a flush toilet? If not, then why the hell should I treat them equally? Anyway, now I'll list the necessary things for the expedition. Listen carefully, Hero. Nim, you're here. His Majesty needs to see you. The elf delegation from Elham has arrived in the kingdom. Trash Hero Episode 15 narrated, please enjoy. In less than a day, the elf delegation has arrived. Perhaps this is also normal. Because their precious princess has passed away. That's good too. It saves me the trouble of waiting. Tell His Highness that he can handle it however he wants. I just need my share of the money, that's all. But the elf delegation wants to see you, Hero Nim. Tell them I refuse. That will be very difficult, because the leader of the delegation is the great prince of Elham. Damn it. A big boss wants to see me, so there's no way to refuse. Scene changes back to the palace. The nobles are gossiping with each other. Hanzo stands to one side, deep in thought and planning. What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. This is the first time I've seen you look so flustered. And I didn't expect the great prince to be in the delegation, high-rank royal elves. According to legend, they are one of the strongest races, and have the longest lifespan in this world. Longevity. Those are the two words that most accurately describe this race. At the same time, their resistance to diseases also increases every time they level up. They cannot die, except by being killed. Even so, there are very few beings strong enough to be able to take them down. Once the level is increased, it can't be reduced, except for a few cases. The level is stolen or disappears due to some special power. But in general, the level will always exist forever. Thus, as long as the elves don't die, their level will always increase, accumulating in layers, and as a result, they will become powerful beings. Of course, skills can disappear or be downgraded over time, but if you use them often, their rank will still increase just like the level. And the clearest proof is this monster. Elf Prince status screen, race high elf, level 999+, class swordsman. The higher the art, the sharper it gets. Skills, tactics, S, sword dance, S, recovery, A element, A majesty, A status, satisfied. The level parameter displayed on the panel can only reach a maximum of 999. If the level is higher than 999, a plus sign will be added after it. So leveling up to 1000 will become 9999+, and level 5000 will also become 999+. At that point, when facing an opponent, the only way is to rely on luck and senses to judge the opponent's strength. In the previous adventure, I was extremely wary of the enemy with the mysterious level, the Demon King, throughout all the training sessions. And on the journey of conquest, I used to believe countless rumors that the Demon King was very powerful. However, the Demon King Pedanileo was not as strong as I thought. And based on 10 years of experience that I have gone through, I can be sure that this handsome elf is an extremely dangerous person. Or it could be that I haven't prepared anything for him like I did with the Demon King. At this moment, the elf prince approaches Hanzo. It's an honor to meet the legendary Hero Nim. I am Nasusu, and I would also like to express my sincerest gratitude for trying to protect my little sister and my compatriots. Don't be too formal with the title of prince. Just call me Nasusiu. That's fine, because if you are Hero Nim, you have the privilege to do so. Even though I've never had a conversation with him, I still have to admit that he gives me the feeling of being a very approachable person. So it turns out not all elves are as violent as that little Sylvia. It's a pleasure to meet you, Nasuseo, and I also look forward to a world where humans and elves live in harmony, just like our meeting. I hope so too. For the friendship between humans and elves. Let's drink together. Ha 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 ha. Befriending a boss isn't so bad after all. Anyway, I've already applied the professor's lesson, haven't I? Now the prince and Hanzo are out in the palace corridor. My homeland Elam is now on the brink of collapse. Unfortunately, the current elf king is turning a blind eye to everything and continues to look down on humans. Eternal life is both a blessing, but at the same time, it is also a curse. Once it's soiled, our lives can end at any time, without any notice. It seems you've been through a lot. It seems I just showed my bad side in front of Hero Nim. Perhaps because I was too excited I drank a bit too much. It's all good, ha ha ha. Now I like this guy even more. Level appearance skills. Taste, way of thinking, management style. There's nothing to criticize. Seeing his behavior and actions reminds me of the image of a modern human on Earth. It can't be denied that the current Elf King's eyes are still just for decoration. Because it won't be long, he will also die because of useless things that he poured his heart into. They don't interact or have friendly relations with the human race, the masters of the central continent of Fantasyr. He only knows how to hide in the small land of the elves, following ancient laws and living in seclusion for hundreds of years. Worse still, he sees that useless Sylvia as the greatest success of his life. If you're wondering if she has what it takes to be a queen, the answer is no. She never bothers to learn the discipline and virtues a ruler should possess, always sneaking out of the kingdom to play, because that's what she loves to do most. In terms of level, she's not even enough to fill the gap in the teeth of a mid-tier demon, let alone a mountain, let alone the Demon King. And every time someone of the human race with a lower level than her says a few rude words, "You look good? Want to have some fun?" then their fate is to be tortured by her burned alive until they die. Now I understand. No wonder the prince will lead the coup d'etat and seize the throne. I've told Sylvia many times never to look down on humans, but the child always ignores it. Even though I knew this day would come, but seeing it with my own eyes makes me feel very pained. Mr. Nasusu, your status bar is showing satisfied again. Well, that's right. For the current Elf King, his treasure is that princess. Personality, everything is like him. Both hate the human race to the point of blindness. That's enough to push aside the outstanding eldest son from the position of inheriting the throne. I'm truly sorry about that. I'm afraid Sylvia's fate will also be the fate of Elam later on. Please help them. I Hero Nim. And we won't hesitate to support you in defeating the Demon King. Bring it here. Yes. This is the sword I've always kept very carefully, Endymion. This is one of the 3 treasures of our kingdom. So please return it when you find the holy sword. Hanso holds the sword in his hand. His majestic appearance is undeniable. I will not forget your kindness. Sorry. But I have no intention of returning this, Endymion. I won't forget. Trash Hero Episode 16. Please enjoy. One of the 3 treasures of Elham. Elemental Sword Endymion. In the first round, I helped Sylvia defeat Nasusu. Even though I helped her from A to Z, I still couldn't get my hands on that sword. Dream on this is a treasure of my kingdom. Unexpectedly, now it's easily in my hands. The future Elf King is indeed different. Now I feel a little guilty for not returning this sword to him. However, but I won't break the friendship between us. Nasusu did say to return it after finding the holy sword, but unfortunately I have no intention of looking for it. I'll use this sword for the rest of my journey. Just this is enough to take the Demon King's head. I'm glad Hero Nim likes it. Yes, yes. And this is a scabbard made from the scales of a blue dragon. Oh. To be honest, I quite like demon swords because they look very cool. But a classic style like this sword isn't bad either. It's okay, there's still a long time so I can gradually change my taste. I have a feeling that we will be good friends, Endymion. By the way, it seems Hero Nim is really strong, because a normal level 4 person wouldn't be able to lift that sword, let alone hold it so easily. It's because I'm naturally stronger than a normal person. Hero Nim is indeed different, ha 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 ha. Damn, this bastard has noticed my level. It seems he suspects that the one who killed his sister Sylvia is the hero, so he took out a national treasure to test me. If that's true, then that guy is truly a very scary person. How the hell does he know I have a soft spot for precious things? After bidding farewell to the king, the elf prince and his entourage also departed. The exchange was truly wonderful. I was broke, and 3 days later, my bag is full of gold. Whatever you say, this is just money that I've set aside for the expedition. Level 204. Elemental Sword Endymion. There's also an archaeologist and a cully. If I keep them, I can start the journey to the village, where that great being is living. I object. I object to this, your majesty. How can you let a novice hero, who was only summoned 3 days ago, go on an expedition? Isn't that only allowed when the person has been properly trained? You're singing too loudly. I'm sure the hero has his reasons. And I don't want any more trouble to happen. So I ordered the hero's debut to be postponed for another 10 days. Let's do it again later, Mr. Alexu. Take me to the Magus Tower. Are you planning to use the teleportation circle to go? Wouldn't it be more fun and exciting if we walked and adventured? We don't need those things, so hurry up and lead the way. Oh yes. Hero Nim, the preparations are complete. After bathing, feeding the body has skin and flesh. He looks much better. Now I can let him be my luggage carrier. Right, what's your name? After becoming a slave, I swore to discard my old name. So now you can call me whatever you want, master. Really, I don't want to waste any time on a slave. Since you'll be the luggage carrier on this trip, I'll just call you Kuli. Thank you, sir. Now let's hurry to Magus Tower. Hero Nim, we've arrived. Similar to an airport in the old world, at this Tower of Mages. Instead of using airplanes, they use magic circles to transport people from one place to another quickly. In short, it's called Magus Tower. But honestly, I don't understand how they came up with a tower with a top like that. According to a sage who was my companion last time, being a mage is a profession that consumes a lot of money. And use the top floor as a research area. And because being up high, there are fewer opportunities to meet girls. So anyone who reaches the Archmage level before that is usually still a virgin. Welcome. Thank you for coming to our Magus Tower. Damn, now I understand why. Only a few sages have achieved the Archmage class. Please present your identification. Here, the order and seal of His Majesty. The order was written by His Majesty himself. I will take you to the teleportation room without having to queue up. This is the power of money and authority. In the teleportation room, an old man is sleeping, Mage Nim. Mage Nim. Take them where? Please focus a little, you're like this again. Sorry, I was just immersed in the boundless space of knowledge and forgot about reality. It's about magic, that magic. Well, later, when work is over, I'll buy you a cake to apologize. Wow, you promise. Why do I feel like in that old man's words, there's something a little like he's about to commit a crime? But whatever, as long as the old man successfully activates the teleportation circle to take me there. That's all that matters. Please, the three of you stand inside the magic circle in front of you. The old mage now also begins to read some strange language. The spatial spell begins now. In an instant, it transported the three of them to the other side of the magic circle. The teleportation is complete. Welcome to this place. I just shortened a 1-year journey to just 1 second, and also avoided countless troublesome hassles along the way. Fantastic. Trash Hero Episode 17. Please enjoy at some ruin during the first adventure. The temple is about to collapse. Quick run to the exit with all your might. Why the hell would you want to explore this temple? Well, an archaeologist like me, how could I pass up something so fascinating? Hero Nim, be careful, Ak. At this moment, Bit rushes forward and pushes Hanso away. The pile of dirt and rocks then falls. La Nouvelle. Forget it. If we don't hurry, we'll all be buried alive. Hero Nim, I really want to accompany you until the end of the journey, but it seems I can't. Please defeat the Demon King and bring peace to this world. Hero, hurry, Hero. At this moment, Hanso decides to leave Bit in the rubble. Hanso now reveals his usual despicable expression. Justice has been served. The person who dragged me to this world, the beginning of everything, I've always waited for a chance to take revenge, but I always soften up because of her beauty. I never expected her to die like this. This way it saves me the trouble of plotting. Being watched, nagged, all of that is gone now. So tonight I can treat myself to a celebratory glass of wine. In the evening, the group is starting a fire. I'm hungry, Hero, prepare dinner. Remember to wash this pile of dirty clothes too. After you're done with those things, reinforce the area around the camp and rearrange the luggage. And also, don't forget to recalculate all the expenses that we used today. I'm a hero. Why are you making me do such trivial things? Because you have the most free time. Since Lanavel is dead, so the most suitable person left for those tasks is you. Thinking back, they're not very good at these things either. Now I see how important Lanavel was. That's right, slave. How could I forget her? Even if I'm a slave, I'm still a princess. It'll be a cold day in hell before I do those lowly tasks. And another thing, this brain-dead guy. Pushing housework onto a woman, are you stupid? You should learn how to be a human, damn it. If I knew this would happen, I would definitely do everything to save Bit. Hero Nim, it's time to eat. Hero Nim. Hero Nim is something wrong. It turns out it was just a dream, or rather a past about Hanzo's companions from the previous adventure. It's a dream about damn memories. I still have to admit that for a fleeting moment the little one looked like a fallen angel. This place is a room at Mega's tower. Just now the hero fell asleep during the teleportation process. It seems I unconsciously let my guard down, because everything went too smoothly. But the feeling under my neck is a thigh. But clearly, Bit is on the opposite side. So, ha, this Cully guy is something else. I'm so glad I could help you sleep so well. Hero Nim. I have to endure it. If I break his legs, there will be no one to carry my luggage anymore. Absolutely must not repeat the mistake of last time. It's been so long since I've seen this atmosphere again. Since 10 years ago, right? Why the sigh? Are you dissatisfied with something? It's just that this adventure doesn't feel like an adventure at all. Bit, I feel unsatisfied. Because it's easy to get here thanks to your money. Then why aren't you dissatisfied that breathing is also easy? The reason I kept Bit around is because the little one can use various types of magic in daily life. So it will be very useful for doing chores. I think Miss Lanavel seems to be right, Hero Nim. We won't be able to increase our level and skill rank if we do things like we are now. I didn't ask you. Just because you're treated well, you think you can do whatever you want. Just stay in line and follow along, that's enough. Understood. Hero Nim. I've been here a few times, so I know a little bit. The mercenary guild is over there. Guild, what are we going there for? What if there's a merchant who also has a destination close to where you're going? Traveling together on a horse-drawn carriage, protecting the weak merchant, defeating bandits and monsters who dare to block the way, building a reputation together, making money, leveling up, chatting together in the evening, and taking turns on night watch. I don't have time to do those childish things. Childish things, it's something like that. Hero. Nim, you said you don't have extra time, but it doesn't seem that way to me. Time. How can you be so sure? The Demon King has awakened, so he can attack at any time. Help me. A monster attacked the carriage on the road. I need a brave group of adventurers. To be honest, I have no reason to rush. Someone help my child. Because the great Demon King is still waiting for me for another 10 years. Listen carefully. Bit. Because we don't have much time, so if we get involved in the troubles of the merchants and other trivial things, our progress will surely be slowed down. Understood. And if you don't understand, just stay quiet and follow along. Yes. Night falls. Hanzo is now being lectured. No, as a hero, how can you avoid an adventure like that? You also see that it's wrong, don't you? You must be regretting it a lot. Because you don't get to see me struggle out there like before, right? I still have to be like that. Don't abuse the talent that increases experience by 500%. And start leveling up like a normal person. Anyway, you're on an adventure, so why not get some achievement for yourself? Everyone starts from 0. Egu, you're so nosy. Hero. Nim, have we arrived yet? If you want to see an achievement, then fine. You said we were in a hurry, so after 2 days of continuous travel, we arrived at this remote village. Could there be a clue about the Demon King in this place? Bit, please. Can you shut up? Especially in a sacred place like this. This scene is still the same as in my past memories. And now I've arrived at this place 9 years earlier than that chance encounter. Master Mon Lang, are you there? I, an unworthy hero, want to receive your guidance. Trash Hero, Episode 18. Please enjoy. Master Mon Lang. Hanzo turns back and yells at the two of them, be quiet. This is the place where a great being lives. The door opens. A little girl appears. Who are you? How do you know my Mon Lang? She's the village chief's daughter. Now I realize how different the past and present are. The first time I happened to come to this village, the child was no longer small, but had grown up, gotten married, and had a small child. Hero. Lim's spirit seems good today. Did something good happen to you? I've arrived at this place 9 years earlier than that time. No matter what the past or future of this village is, I'm still sure that the great being resides in the village chief's house, will always be here and nowhere else. Hero Lim. After we spent 2 days traveling non-stop to the northwest of the central continent, so the great being you mentioned is actually a slime. Be quiet, Bit. I won't forgive you if you say any more rude words to him. Bit finally managed to sew her mouth shut. She's been talking so much from the beginning. Are your eyes just for decoration? This isn't an ordinary slime. He's right. Monlang is very soft. She's completely different from other slimes. Explaining is like water off a duck's back. I'll have to show them through my actions then. Little sister, can you let Appa borrow your baby slime for a bit? It'll be very quick. You promise not to hurt Monlang, okay? Yes, I promise. Be a good Monlang, nothing will happen. Slime, the most perfect creature I've ever known. That's right, it's this feeling. The human body is not perfect. It's a prison made of bones, joints, and many other things. They are all bound together by aging. It can't heal itself once a part of the body is lost, and I am a weak prisoner trapped in this body. The fools who are subdued by this treacherous house are always straining to borrow power from this fictional world. Martial arts magic elements, spirits, psychic powers, demon sword, holy arts, mythology, game skills, marrying FF dragons and snakes and so on. But they don't know that they are just ephemeral. They can't be compared to the body, the thing that binds them. But for slime, the body means nothing to them. Although they don't have a brain, but their emotions and intelligence cannot be underestimated, and most especially, they can control their fluid bodies freely. Their bodies are not prisons, but a special creation. Thanks to that, I can have a more insightful view of science. Even though I'm still in this fictional world, something that the foolish people in this world will never understand, Keika that power, is the source of the flush toilet helping humans set foot on distant stars and overcome the limits of this world. Thank you, Sir Master Monlang. Last time it took me too long to grasp your teachings. Perhaps it's because of the suffering and fatigue that the barbarians of this world made me endure for 9 years. But this time I have completely engraved everything in my soul. Automatic control system. At this moment, Hanzo prepares to cast a skill and flexes his muscles. Skeletal muscle deploy. Okay, let me give you some more magical biology knowledge. Skeletal muscle, also known as striated muscle, is one of the 3 types of muscle in the human body and many animals. Most skeletal muscles are attached to the bone structure, and when it contracts and relaxes, it creates corresponding responses for the movement of the bones. Skeletal muscle is under voluntary control. Skeletal muscle is a type of voluntary muscle, long, thin fibers. The recognition of skeletal muscle has smooth red and white lines, giving the muscle a special appearance. Warning. This skill sounds a bit like Canadian Magic Fellow. Perverts should not learn it in any form. After casting the skill called skeletal muscle, Hanzo now looks very muscular. The others were like, damn, how is that possible? Amazing! How did you do that? Get off me, but be careful not to hurt Monlang. By the way, do you know about protein synchronization? What's that? What about growth hormone TISC? I knew you wouldn't understand. The human body is structured to depend on an automatic system called the autonomic nervous system. The heartbeat, stomach contractions, hormone secretion, and activities related to muscle formation all happen naturally. But what if I could freely control those activities? The fact that slimes can freely control their bodies is an innate ability, and it's impossible to teach that to others. However, there is only one individual whose body carries a softness that lasts all day. A softness that carries the melody of primordial times, and that knowledge can be passed on to humans. After feeling the flow of Master Monlang, I have learned the terrifying power of science in the civilized world. Gestures, language, and books cannot contain them. Knowledge that can only be felt and received through a gentle, elegant touch, surpassing the perception of the entire world. The knowledge that the Master possesses can only be compared with the word priceless. And I myself, have touched it with my own hands. It's all thanks to you. Thank you very much, Master Monlang. Ho ho ho, very good. Status screen, race human, level 204, class, the more hero, the more 500%. X, skills interpretation, a killing B. Physical strength, C, agility, C, tolerance, C, status thought. My skill rank is increasing very steadily. Now all I have to do is wait. Is this the achievement you were talking about? A slime becoming a master. It's so weird that I can't believe my own eyes. To get the core, you have to remove the shell. If everything was always as easy as you make it, who would still strive to get skills? No. Professor, why are you asking me that? To be honest, how other people struggle is none of my business. You're preaching to someone who spent 10 long years of effort only to lose everything with a single nonsense sentence. You have no right to talk about effort with me even if you're a god. You're right. On behalf of everyone, I sincerely apologize to you. Student Gang Hanso is the first to achieve an S in strategy and also the first to get an F in character. That's definitely thanks to your extraordinary effort, and it's true that we trampled on it with just one retest, so from now on, I won't mention that issue anymore. Once again, I'm truly sorry. Okay. I didn't expect to get an apology from her. At this moment, Hanso is retesting the skill he just learned. Amazing ability. Last time, even though I couldn't fully grasp Master Mon Lang's course, I still had enough strength to defeat the Demon King. The next thing to do now is to create an alibi for my level 204 in some mountain gorge. If I remember correctly, it seems there's a little friend nearby. I need good scores for strategy, achievement, reputation, and character to be able to go home. Right. If so, let's get ready for graduation. The more eager. Trash Hero Episode 19. Please enjoy. There are 4 criteria for evaluating a hero: strategy, achievement, reputation, and character. In the previous conquest, my strategy had no flaws, because I had reached a level where I could defeat the Demon King alone. Both achievement and reputation were also not a problem. I spent 10 years living up to the duty of a hero, adventuring, doing quests, helping people. That was in the past, but now in this second time I'm aiming for the shortest path to graduate as quickly as possible. I don't have enough time to go around building achievements and help people voluntarily. So even if I have enough strategy to defeat the Demon King and an acceptable character score, there's still no guarantee that I'll graduate due to insufficient achievement and reputation scores. Hero. Nim, it's about time. Haven't you already completed your meeting with the Great Being? To prevent anything from happening during the expedition, shouldn't we go back to the capital now? But I understand what you're about to say. Think carefully. This world is full of bad guys and monsters. The villages near the remote borders, where will they find a hero to help them? And the well-trained knights aren't always here. Since we're already here, why not take this opportunity to clean up all the dangers for the innocent villagers? For the sake of justice, what's wrong with being a little late? That's so amazing. Brainwashing Bit and Cully was a success. This must be a hidden skill that the status screen can't detect. Hehe. Hero Kang Hanso is on a mission of a righteous hero. Hero Kang Hanso is on a mission of a righteous hero. It's an honor to be your companion. I was really worried that the summoning would not yield any results. Hehe. Righteous hero my ass. Where would I find the time to clean up those trivial things? You need to learn more about benefits. Bit. And of course, there's a very suitable target to aim for here. On the previous expedition, I can't. We happened to find a baby dragon. Near the village where Master Mon Lang lives. You're going to let a dragon like that live near a village, it could become a future disaster. Don't talk nonsense. Dragons are a race that is very close to the elements. I'd never let your filthy human hands touch it. Damn, this crazy girl. Hero Nim, maybe we don't need to kill it. If we look back at the history of dragons, they are a very peaceful race and always live in harmony with nature. So there won't be any danger. Violence is not the only solution to solve problems. A hero should be someone who brings hope, not death. That's right. What can I expect from this useless bunch? The enormous experience gained after defeating the dragon will be very helpful for leveling up in the conquest. And the crystal from its heart can also be used to counter the Demon King. But this so-called team always just wants to use their mouths to defeat the Demon King, and so they hindered my leveling for 10 years with all sorts of absurd reasons. If not for the incident that forced my character to get an F, when would I have enough strength to face the Demon King? This time, no one can stop me from graduating. Dragon Slayer. The dragon-slaying hero is the fastest achievement currently that I can achieve in this world. To put it simply, this dragon is still young, so its hunting instincts won't be as sharp as an adult's, and both its level and skills are low. Even so, but if I can catch it, the amount of experience gained will definitely not be small. So this is definitely an alibi, and at the same time, it's the easiest achievement I can get right now. Moreover, the hunt has a completely justifiable target. That girl won't be able to complain, right? But if she does, what reason will she use to complain? But now, the current trouble is these two. My spear is always ready for Hero Nim. Experience Thief number 1. You can't leave me behind and go. Experience Thief number 2. Bit is also a famous scholar of the kingdom. If it's discovered that she died after only 5 days with the hero, the professor will definitely give me a lecture. No, getting a lecture isn't the worry. The biggest worry is that I'll have to see that crazy Sylvia for the third time. Anyway, I've planned to go there from the start, so it's best to just let them stay in the village and wait for me. In the forest now, there's a giant monster horde, goo goo cuckoo. Orc, to put it simply, they look like pig goblins. Looking at their noses, I can't associate them with any other animal besides pigs. I don't understand why that group, every single one of them, has a body like a bodybuilder. To be honest, even though I've encountered them many times, I still can't understand what they're saying. Most monsters like orcs are the main source of experience in hunts, and they also tend to gather in places with high mana concentration. Also, because their lifespan is short, they can never develop a complete language without using gestures. If you've played games, you surely also know that this group often appears all over the hunting grounds. The amount of experience gained is not much, but they are extremely numerous. Hero Lim. There's a group of orcs over there. Let us help you deal with them. Just stand aside and watch, that's enough. The reason I'm worried, experience is already low, and if they swarm in, who gets to eat and who starves? Hey, you stupid orcs. Toot toot. My current level is 204, but that's still not enough to defeat that small dragon easily. So to prepare, using the orcs around here to level up a bit isn't my idea. I want to help too. Moreover, it gives them another reason to stay behind and clean up the mess. Then I'll go dragon slaying without a care in the world. Cuckoo. At this moment, Hanzo also uses the Endymion sword. As soon as he drew it, the entire space was blinding. Hanzo is very excited right now. Blinded by the Endymion, but his fighting spirit hasn't diminished. Very good. This further proves how good this sword's attraction skill is. The orcs are now bloodthirsty and rushing towards Hanzo, preparing to attack. But with just one slash, the first orc was pierced. But the surrounding orcs also noticed and started surrounding Hanzo. There are more. The more the merrier. It would be even better if you could help me level up a few times. That way it would be true to the professor's words that I'm leveling up like a normal person. Trash Hero Episode 20. Please enjoy. Hero, Nim. Let me handle them. I told you to wait. Oh yes, sir. If the sword's wide area taunt skill was successful, I can rest assured that this pile of experience will focus on me. Goo goo cuckoo doo doo too too. An arrow flies towards Hanzo, but he manages to block it with his hand. To make the battle lust more frantic, Hanzo shows off his body. With these low-level skills, the damage they inflict won't do anything, but that's even more convenient. For training the skill that Master Mon Lang bestowed upon me. Good. The skill is leveling up very steadily. Unlike this stupid meat shield, they just huddle together and wave their arms and legs. I just need to swing the incense stick lightly, and they will all be blown away, both elegant and without losing the heroic demeanor. But I still have to admit one thing: no matter how good your martial arts skills are, there will always be danger lurking to text you when you're not paying attention. Like this, for example. Class Archer status frightened. This last one was also too scared and ran away. Cuckoo. Let me handle this last one for you. As a hero's companion, I also have to prove myself. I told you to just watch, that's enough. My magic. I have my reasons for leaving it alive. Have you heard the saying, release a small fish to catch a big one? What about the pile of orc corpses around here? Shall we clean it up now? Just leave it there for now. The smell of blood from the corpses will lure other creatures here, because their noses are extremely sensitive. And dragons too. At the encampment of an orc legion, toot, 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 toot. Wah. Orc warrior estimated level 200. Orc shaman estimated level 300. And the orc chieftain leading that group is definitely at least level 400 or higher. It seems there are about 5,000 of them down there. Okay, now it's time to explain the plan. Both of you listen carefully. We'll split up and attack their camp from multiple directions. I'll sneak in from the north. Bit will enter through the main gate, and Cully will attack from behind. Although I'd also like someone to guard the south, but due to lack of manpower, I have to make do. Hey, so it's just the three of us. Don't worry about anything. Just use all your strength to herd them. The other side is blocked by a very wide river. If they want to run away, they'll definitely have to swim across it. And when they're exhausted from swimming, all that experience will be mine. How about it? Any more questions? No? Then good. Come on, let's show them the power of our friendship. After seeing Bit standing in the middle of the camp gate, the orcs surged forward. Wait, isn't this number a bit much? You were supposed to send a small group to attack, that's the script. I must be calm. Milanovel. A genius scholar is the one who will support the hero in defeating the Demon King. A magic circle appears right behind Lanovel. All my life, I've never been lazy, and now is the time to show myself. A terrifying power is unleashed. At this moment, Hanzo is standing and watching. Good. The bait was successful. Most of the elites have poured out. With the help of Bit and Cully sneaking in, won't even cost me a drop of sweat, a small matter. If I remember correctly, the biggest tent belongs to the orc chieftain. If he hasn't been woken up by the noise outside, all the better. At that point, I just need to make as little noise as possible and sneak in. Assassinate him, and then wait to support Bit and that Cully guy. Wipe out the rest of them out there, and it's done. Here it is. Suddenly a tied-up elf appears. Finally, someone came to save me. Very good. I thought I would have to die here without ever seeing Elam again. Come on, that human over there, quickly untie me. Tisk, being a hero for the past 10 years, I'm sick of looking at this screen. I don't know why I have this feeling that this little one will cause some trouble for me.